Hello everyone and welcome to a Legacy Cube Draft on the channel of DeLuit in the name of OHOT and all that jazz, jam and whatnot. So something different than a Rivals of Ixalan draft, we're going to do Legacy. A Legacy Cube no less. And for those of you who are not familiar with these terms, a cube is a casual format where you collect a bunch of flavorful or powerful cards, mostly this amounts to 360 cards, so you can do an 8-pot draft. And you just draft that instead of like an actual set like Ixalan or Rivals of Ixalan. So the Legacy Cube Draft, Legacy is a format of Magic where pretty much everything, or at least every card, except for several overpowered cards, are legal. So there are a lot of powerful cards in Legacy Cube. It's going to be completely different than the past few drafts I've done, because, well, basically every set and every cube has a different feeling to it and a different formats available. Like Ixalan was slightly fast, but you could also go for the mid-rangey decks, while Rivals was much faster, and the set before that, Amonkhet, was really slow. At least I felt that was the case. So I have absolutely no experience with Legacy Cube, so I'm probably gonna get my arse kicked a few times. But let's just dive into the cube and see what happens. I'm really stoked. There are some really cool epic cards in the cube that I'm dying to play with, and unfortunately it is a Phantom League. So that means you don't get to keep the cards. And that makes sense for a cube because, well, if you have a physical cube like an actual collection of cards, of course you want those cards back at the end of the draft, so makes sense. I know there's a Tamio in there, which is a thing, and I really love. He's one of my favorite planeswalkers. So if we get a Tamio really soon, I'm gonna be playing blue. I really want to play with Tamio. But there are some other really cool cards in there as well, and I really don't know what kind of strategies we can expect. So I'm just gonna pick cool cards and see what happens. So this league will be here for, let's see, 1 week and 4 days. So I will do a few of these draft leagues. And today will just be a bit figuring out what cards are in the cube and what we can do. So I'm just gonna pick a cool card out of pack 1, and that will probably determine our colors for the rest of the draft. And we'll see what we can do. Also, this should go up after after episode 5 of the Breath of the Wild's playthrough I'm doing for Zelda. And if you watched that and you've been annoyed by my whining about the controls, I'm very sorry. I mean, I'm still kind of I was really annoyed by the keys, by the key binding that is. And if you've seen that, it's really awkward and prone to like making mistakes. So I'm actually trying to change that up, but I accidentally screwed it up, so I've got to get rid of the whole program and reinstall that and fix everything. So yeah, it's not gonna be good. It's gonna take me a while to get that fixed. All right, so we opened up our first pack, and as you can see, a lot of rares. And all fairly powerful, and some powerful commons and uncommons. I really love this card, but triple black, quattro black, it's not even triple black, it's quattro black, is really hard. I like Xenagos the Reveler. I mean, it does make tokens and all, and that's really cool. But it does commit us to 2 colors. I could take a Bone Shredder to just get rid of things. Mars Flats is an epic start, keeps you open for a lot of things. But I want to do cool stuff. This is also very good. Just kill 2 dudes with 1 spell. This keeps us open. Maze of It is also cool. 6 seconds. I'm just gonna pick the Xenagos. I like Planeswalkers, and this is a good Planeswalker. I mean, it ramps and it gets you tokens, and that's really cool. Ooh, the Dorak is really awesome. Bitter Blossom is really awesome. A Taiga is really good for our colors, but I also like a Whisperwood Elemental. I mean, this dude makes a lot of dudes, right? This may just be the pick. We could just pick Findhorn Elders and try to be like a ramp deck. That also works with Xenagos. I don't like a Whisperwood Elemental. Let's pick that. Alright, we could take a Banefire as a removal card or a finisher, but that doesn't sound really interesting. I could take a Sylvan Advocate and just be like mid-rangey. I mean, that seems fairly good, right? Alright, I'm gonna pick the 2-drop. I mean, this is just 2 mana, 2/3 Vigilant, which is already fairly good for its cost. But if you have 6 or more lands, I mean, it becomes huge. A 4/5 for 2 mana. That's a mini Tarmogoyf with Vigilance, right? And I'm not totally sold on, you know, like giving up on red and just jumping into another color if we see something epic. But this green looks good so far. We got Liliana Vess. Deckard play discards a card, search your library for a card, shuffle your library and put it on top, and reanimate all creatures under your control. That's cool. This is a really cool card. It nukes the board, but it is fairly expensive. I don't have an Oblivion Ring, actually. That's a nice all-round removal spell. I could just take that and try to be Naya. Could just take a Scavenging Ooze. Deathrite Shaman is also really cool. I just want the Oblivion Ring. Right, that doesn't seem bad. And we can be like a mid-rangey deck. I mean, I gotta trust that we will find some lands to allow us to play 3 colors. I mean, right? We have all these awesome cards in the. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! We could take a Kiki Jiki, but that doesn't do anything for us as of yet, I think. We could take a Knight of the Reliquary. I mean, it does fetch us lands. And becomes huge in the process. Ravages of War or destroy all lands. I don't think we are a Ravages of War deck. We could be, you know, if we end up with some Planeswalker, you know, like ramp into some Planeswalkers, destroy all lands and be way ahead. But I think I just want the Knight here. That makes splashing really good and easy, by the way. I mean, you just sack a land and you get your splash land or something. Gideon of the Trials, 3 mana Planeswalker. Until your next turn, prevent all damage target permanent would deal. Until end of turn, it becomes a 4/4 human Planeswalker with indestructible and prevent all damage and an emblem. As long as you control a Gideon Planeswalker, you can't lose the game. Well, I don't feel that's really good. I don't think Domri Raid is where we want to be. Yeah, let's just take the Domri. Ooh, these are some really cool Planeswalkers right here. And our Ravenous Chupacabra. That's really cool. I really like a Ravenous Chupacabra. I think it's actually the Ruban Crag here. I like Garruk Primal Hunter. But if we are going to be 3 colors, I want to be able to hit those colors. So let's just take the land that allows us to cast things. Well, here we have a Gideon. Should we feel silly now for not picking the other Gideon? I don't think so. I think the pick here is either Copperline Gorge or Thalia. And I actually feel like it's Copperline Gorge. I also don't hate Angel of Serenity, but I think that we can pick up some more high-end cards later in the draft. So I'm just gonna pick the land. Alright, this is the pack that we opened. Well, Mono Black seems open. We should have just gone with Mono Black. Birthing Pot is a thing, but we only have 3 creatures so far. I could just take the collective efforts. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater, destroy target enchantment, or make your dudes bigger. I don't hate that. Let's pick that. Let's sort these by convert mana cost. Alright, so the Taika came back, that's the thing. I think we actually want the Inspiring Vantage. Because of, well, white. I don't really like passing this, but I feel that we should take the white lands. Alright, this is not interesting. I'll take a Banefire for the sideboard, I guess. I don't think this is gonna work just yet. Right. This is a nice endgame, high-end, top-end card. Look at that. I don't want double white. I'm just gonna take the board. It may not be useful or interesting. You never know, right? You never know. Alright, so blue is also fairly open, so it seems. Alright, let's see what pack 2 brings us. We need some critters. And some fixing maybe. Well, I do like me a Liliana of the Veil, but we are definitely not black. I don't hate a Nissa. Reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield, otherwise into your hand. Create a 4/4, untap up to 6 lands. Well, this is really good. I also don't hate a Godfarer's Gift, but we have like a few creatures. I don't hate a Tireless Tracker. Tireless Tracker seems really good, actually. This ramps us, right, to 5, 8 respectively. I'm gonna take the Nissa. Oh, I do like an Inferno Titan. We got Nissa Worldwaker. Target land becomes a 4/4 and top up to 4 forests. And search your library for any basic lands, and those lands become 4/4 somewhere. I like Inferno Titan a lot. I also don't hate a Fiery Confluence, but we do want some ways to actually win the game, right? So I'm just gonna pick the Inferno Titan. We get land tax here. Ooh, Dragonlord Atarka. That's the bigger book card than Hellkite. There's also Rekindling Phoenix, but we do have some early stuff. Surak the Huntcaller basically gives you dudes haste. I'm gonna pick the Atarka. I wouldn't mind this Nature's Lore to come back to ramp. I don't hate Sark on the Dragon Speaker, but come on, Atarka is just really cool. We could take a Bloodbraid Elf here. What can we hit right here? We can hit Knights, Demon Raid, Nissa, Collective Effort. That's actually a nice selection of cards. I also don't hate a Nahiri or a Pillar. I mean, that's removal, right? I'm gonna take the Bloodbraid Elf. We do need some creatures that do stuff, and this is a creature that does stuff. And talking about doing stuff, we can take a Gisela. We can't pick the Bruna anymore because that came by earlier. Or we could pick just an Everson's Pilgrim to ramp. I like this a lot, but I feel it's gotta be the Everson's Pilgrim. I also don't hate an Hellrider, but we only have 8 creatures so far, so... Answer the Bloody Mind is really good, by the way. Maybe I should just pick that, and... yeah, this just wins game. Well, we can take a Bonfire of the Damned. Or a Glorybringer. Take all the dragons. I mean, this is way better in a blue-red shell, right? With some brainstorm effects. I really like it, by the way. Dam Protector gives us a card back, but it doesn't synergize well with Bloodbraid Elf. Then again, Bonfire doesn't as well. I think this is the pick, though. Yeah, probably. Well, this is a nice fixing land. We can also take a Song of the Drieds because it answers things really well. This is a nice removal card. I'm just gonna pick that. And I'll take a nice 2-drop right here. It's pretty much the only thing we want. Yeah, seems fine. Well, Stomping Grounds came back. Also got Pharaoh's Gift, which I really like, but I think our ends also a Swords of Closure, which is really good. We have 3 lands here that produce red, right? So I'm just gonna pick the removal card and bank on us picking up some other cards that do stuff. I was also saying, the 7-drop got Pharaoh's Gift. I mean, it does turn everything we lose into a potential resource, but our top end is already stacked as it is. Do I want the ramp card or do I want the Nissa? Probably want the ramp card, right? It's a bit unexciting to hit a Bloodbraid Elf, but we just get a Nissa because I talked too long. Alright, no choice there. I was actually thinking like, yeah, just like it doesn't do much with our Bloodbraid Elf, but on the other hand, we have many live targets for that. Do I want another 5-drop Planeswalker or do I want the 5/4/4 is the question. And this does act as a removal card. I'm gonna pick Sarkhan. And I'll pick a Pillar. Alright, so this seems like a really sweet deck so far, but it's a bit greedy for the mana base, and we do need some ways to get some more mana. Maybe not play this, because it's really greedy. But it's really fun to hit off a Bloodbraid Elf. 2 Chandras right here, and an Elspeth. Look at that. Also, Dramoka's Command, Eternal Witness, Explorer, Bloomtender. This is a great deck. I think I want the Chandra Torch of Defiance over the Flamecaller. There's also a Record of the Guard, Toughness 2 or less. What can we get? Evelyn's Rider, Bloodbraid Elf, Nissa. This is also a really good Planeswalker, by the way. There's also Bloomtender, which does ramp, Dramoka's Command, which does stuff. I'm just gonna pick the. I just want to do cool stuff, so I'm gonna pick the Chandra. Ooh, 2 fetches, and a Missing Mortars, and a Terminate. Oh, cool. I think I just want the land here. This fetches us a white source, so that's really good. Well, it's not going to be Goth because we are not really mountain heavy. We are going to be mountain heavy, but I don't like him except in a mono red shell. We could take Cliff of Retreat, or Rishkar, and I feel, or Overgrown Battlement actually. Choices. Yeah, we need some ramp. We do need to make some. Well, there's a natural order. Look at that. Look at that beauty. So you are basically telling us that we can just sack like a Sylvan Advocate or an Overgrown Battlement in order to get like an Antarka? I'll do that. I'll do that any day of the week. We could pick an Arctroll here. I think again we want the land to fix our colors. So this may be back in. We do need to make 1 cut as it is already. Now this seems good so far. I don't have a Flame Slash actually. 4 damage to target creature is a thing. Could also pick up a Kitchen Finks, but we are allowed on removal as it is. I say that we have Sword, we have Pillar, Oblivion Ring, Pia and Kieran Alar, Inferno Titan, Dragon Lord Tarka, Bogard and Hellkite. I could also pick Polychronos. Nah, I think it's Kitchen Things. Well, this isn't very exciting. I say that, but there's a Sublime Archangel. Yeah, I could pick that. I don't think there's anything else here in this pack for us. That's a Nicol Bolas. And oh, I'm gonna pick this. We need this for fixing. I like a Recruiter of the Guard, but I like Dramox Command more. I'll pick a Thron, I think. Do I pick a Thron? Or do we just pick the Mizzy Mortars here? And we have 14 creatures. I'm gonna pick the Thron. We're gonna make some. We were gonna have to make some cuts right here. Sure, I'll take a land. Maybe we've got Pillars. It's the weakest of our removal cards. Still gonna need like 4 cuts here. Oh, we also have Song of the Dryad. I think this is the slowest of our 4 drops. Actually, Avalanche Rider is probably not a better sideboard card than a mainboard card. There's a Flame Slash. Still need 4 cuts though. Dang it! Dang it! We are a lot of creatures though. Then again, this is also a removal spell. This is a removal spell. We have all the removal spells. You know, I could even splash that dude. Maybe this is just not worth it as a mainboard option. We can also just sideboard it in against if potential aggro decks that we face. I mean, it's a slow card. I mean, it's XX red, and unless you top deck it, it is going to be expensive. It's going to be hugely expensive. I also had a Kernels, but I don't think we were going to splash blue. I mean, we do have Steam Vents, but we only have the Is that the crab set? Yeah. Still need to make 2 cuts. Maybe it's Nissa. I mean, this does end up land, but 4 forest. How many times are we gonna have 4 forests? Like, really? Seeing as we have Dragon of the Dark, I don't think we need the... I mean, it does shoot to the face. It's expensive, though. We're not really that rampy. Except for, you know... we have basically just 1 ramp card, right? And a natural order, but that doesn't fetch us our Hellkite. It does fetch in the Tarka, but not a Hellkite, so... 13 creatures, it's really low. Then again, Planeswalkers count half as creatures, right? I think we can kill a Domri. I don't think we need a Domri. And this seems to be the deck. Alright, alright. Can we command the groups? Yeah, we can. Alright, so these are our lands. Let's sort this by convert mana cost. And let's sort by color. So we are way more green than anything else. Let's see. Like all these produce red, right? So I think we can do with maybe 2 mountains. 5 forests. That seems fun. Let's try it like this. I may just be completely greedy, but this seems fun. This seems good. Let's try it like that. Let's save the deck and find our first opponent. And hit us up with some light, and my face is all white, glowing stuff. No. But this seems cool. And I'm sorry, guys, if I don't really talk about, all the cards that we've seen and, go into it. But I'm not really familiar with this format. I know all the cards, but let's be honest, I don't know how good an Oblivion Ring actually is going to be in this format. I know it's a really cool and good card, but, that kind of stuff. Alright, let's move the camera up here. We won the die roll. Let's play first, and let's wish our opponents some good luck and fun. Ooh, this hand is iffy. I mean, we do have a removal spell. If only we get to hit like a forest. I'm gonna keep it. It's really risky, but we do have all the fixing in the world, so we should be just fine. Forest at the top? No, that's not a forest. Alright, this is getting slightly awkward, but we need to hit a forest next turn. Ooh, look at that. Sultai. And nothing. Ah, that's not a land. That's not a land at all. Alright, so this is a slightly awkward start to our legacy cube. What's up with these M15 lands, by the way? Alright. You're ramping. Alright, can I get a land? Nope. 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 We could not. We could not. Alright. Alright, this is getting somewhat awkward. Alright, I'm just gonna discard the natural order here because we're never gonna cast it. And there's nothing we can really search out at this moment. This is not going well. Oh, red. What is this? Is this 4 colors? Are you 4 colors? Modical. Monticmol? I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm still kind of stuck because of all the cool cards we have in our hand, but unfortunately we can't cost any of them. But this sort of body of mine does feel good against, like the blue, green / black deck. What are you casting here? Show me the goods. Show me what you've got. Alright. Take your time, buddy. Take your time. Welp. Welp. Our opponent is doing well. And just a 3/3. Alright. I'm just not gonna care about that. Alright. Again, something we can't cast. We are way behind here, so I'm just gonna scoop this up and oh, there's a land. Very good. So what did we see? Our opponent is all in 4 colors. I'm just gonna bring in this Avalanche Rider and cut out this Sublime Archangel. We don't have many creatures, and I think that's maybe actually this guy. Anything else? I don't think so. We haven't seen anything really, so let's just run this back and see what happens. and hopefully, hopefully, do get our lands. I mean, we have 17 lands, just getting stuck, and it's just really awkward. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, there we go. Try it like that. And not forget to change that in between matches. I really should take my time to, you know, like actually do the math and get my land base right. I'm kind of lazy like that. Alright, I don't know what our opponent is doing. I mean, he just saw 2 lands and a natural order, so I don't know why this is taking so long. Let's see. I mean, it's really weird, but some people they just take forever to sideboard and all that jazz. And I feel like they're just letting the timer here just run out or something. And I mean, that's well within their right, but it feels kind of silly. Let's play first. This hand is way better. I'm gonna keep it. Then I guess I'll just open up on crack into plane, cast the Battlement, have all our colors. And that's a turn 3 Xenagos, which does feel nice. That ought to be good, right? I mean, looking at this hand, this almost feels like constructed or something. All right, Madikmal, make your choices. Ah, they mold, and they are gonna keep this hand, and they kept the card on top. All right. I don't know what's happening. Why our opponent is why we have to wait. I don't know if they have to make any decisions. Maybe they want to play like a 0-cost instant or sorcery. On our no. There we go. Come on, accept your turn. I'm giving you your turn. Take your turn, Modical. There we go. See, I'm just F6ing, so I mean I can't do anything, so I'm not gonna do anything. There you go. Search for tomorrow. That's a good one. Ooh, that's a good one as well. Alright, so let's play this jobby. And depending on what they do in the next turn, we can either go Xenagos or Bloodbraid Elf, and that seems like powerful. That seems powerful. I mean, this recently got unbanned in Modern, and along with Jace the Mind Sculptor, and as I have understood it from, you know, like drafters, not drafters, you know, like people streaming, is that Bloodbraid Elf so far has made a way bigger splash than Jace, which is a thing, I guess. And again, I'm gonna F6 here because, well, I don't have any responses to whatsoever you're gonna do. So, let's see what happens. So next turn you're gonna get an extra land. And this is just double green. Farseek. Well, our opponent is ramping. How truly vast this city must be that I have traveled so far and seen so much and never once found a place where the buildings fill. Ravnica, the city plain. Alright, so I think we can go Bloodbraid Elf into pressure. On the other hand, if we hit a removal spell, we are going to be sad. But I just want to cast Bloodbraid Elf. I mean, if you do hit a creature or something, then that's going to be pressure. Alright, look at that. No, it's gonna come into play tapped, so you're not gonna pay 2 life, right? That wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. Just click no. Just click no. That's a hint. Click no. Test. It seems that they have some trouble with their internet connection. And they haven't been... No, they haven't lost their connection. At least not according to the chat. Well, it finally resolved. You're gonna have this thing next turn. Still in our opponent's main phase. That has been lasting for 2 minutes. At this point in time. Really? There we go. Well, Atlanta's not exciting, but I will just cast this thing. Well, we're not gonna cast that. That's unexciting. But at least we did manage to cast a Bloodbraid Elf. Alright, you're gonna get your land. Let's just F6 here because we literally... Oh, I have no responses. Oh, there goes my camera. There we go. Let's see, what did we reveal actually? Just a fetch and the flame slash. Alright. That's a thing, that's annoying. That's not what we were hoping for. I don't really want to attack into this thing, but let's see, we have 5 mana, which is not enough. I could just cast Xenagos. Let's see, keep up 1 white, plus 1 him, cast from Focus Command, plus 1 counter on this, fight here. That seems fine. There we go. Or I could just 0 and attack for 2, but that doesn't seem good. I mean, they're just gonna sacrifice this thing, but I'm not gonna care. Let's do green, mainly because we can. Let's see. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Target creature you control fights. Target creature you don't control. Alright, so +1/+1 counter and fight. And bang. And they can sack this thing, so that means the fight fizzles, but this gets still a +1/+1 counter and attacks for 4. So that seems good. Yep, but you're just gonna sack this and draw a card and get your 2 lands. Yep. And that seems totally fine. You draw your card. No, first you search up. Alright, let's see. This is revealed zone. Yeah. Oh, stay there, you graveyard. Stupid graveyard. Alright, mountain, forest. Cool. There you go, buddy. Just stay there. Draw your... Alright, let's just bash for 4. Probably just hit F6 to speed up. To save some time, because we, again, don't have any responses to anything. I mean, we're tapped out, we have 2 lands in hand. Gotta be honest with you, if they play something scary, we are in a tough spot. Alright, that's... You still have 2 lands in hand. Then again, 4 unknowns, which is a thing. Alright, this is taking forever. Come on, Mr. Grizzle Daddy, do your stuff. Look, you don't say. Well, we've got all the time in the world. Well, I'm gonna... Ooh. So, exile target creature from a graveyard, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. And when it dies, return it to the owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. That is slightly scary. We do have a Dragonlord Atarka, but if they... We can kill this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we plus up Xenagos, get in for 4 again. And then we have like an 8/8 in the air, which is a thing. Let's just do that. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? We're 1 shy as it is, so we need to add some mana here. There we go. Let's cast you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and undo. Let's just step this thing, bluff like a 1-mana removal spell. Sure, I'll nuke that thing. You're gonna get it back, but meanwhile, we can get in for some damage. Yep, you get the Scarab Call back, but It's probably gonna take the most of your turn to cast that, right? I mean, you have 6 mana available, that thing costs 5 mana. You have 7 mana, actually, if you play one of these lands. But if you just play that dude, we can make a 2/2 with haste. And attack you, you can block like the 4/3, but still take 8. Alright, there's a Garak. You still haven't played your lands, right? These two that we know of that you fetched with the Eller. Right, so if you play a land, you can replay your Scarab God, but then you are dead on board. Well, there's the mountain. Kiora. Until your next turn, prevent all damage will be dealt to and dealt by target permanent and opponent controls. Ooh, that's good. So this thing is not going to deal any damage. Yeah. Well, that is sad. Alright, give me an epic roll. That I will take. It is a 2/2 haste. So I could smack you for 8. Right here. But I don't know what you have. You have 1 land in hand and a Scarab God. And 2 other things. I could also smash your Planeswalkers. I'm getting a land. I don't hate that actually. I mean, I'm gonna make it 2/2 right here. And I'm gonna cast this thing. And probably... it doesn't really matter what we blow up. The manland. And the question is, do I just go for face or... Nah. Nope. Undo. Alright. So... 5 cards, we know 2 of them. And this one we just win. Alright, epic. Alright. I feel all that natural order may not be the right pick here. I mean, we can get a Dragonlord Attack or Whispered Elemental, but those are the things. It's not all that... It's not all that exciting, actually. Let's just try Bonfire and see how that works. I mean, you do have some Planeswalkers, and if we can miracle this, it does kill some Planeswalkers. At least one, I guess. Alright. This is an iffy hand, but we can go Sylvan Advocates into something good if we draw on other lands. So I'm just gonna keep this and try it. I mean, this is a really aggressive hand, and I like that. Our opponent seems to be slow. Well, there's a land. Alright, so I'm just gonna crack this immediately and see if we can get like a red source. It's a bit awkward that this is both red and white, but we'll make do. Right, we'll make do. And nothing. Alright, let's see if you have a counterspell. I'll take it. There we go. No, nothing. Alright. So next turn I could go Nissa, Kitchen Things, or the sword. Alright, just that guy. Well, those are little lands. I could also bath this guy. We know they have the Scarab God, and this is one of our two answers to a Scarab God, but I feel that if we get a sort of body and mind, then we are in good shape. Then again, it feels like we have more dudes than they have, so I am gonna offer the trade here. No. Alright, let's just thin our deck a bit. And just you flip 7 or more lands. So we're still a way off. Yes, I will use that ability. Alright, just a forest. Alright, get your clue. If you attack, I will not block. Mainly because you can just make it grow, and I don't want to double block and all that jazz. That's annoying. That is really annoying. I do like how they hit like natural 4 colors. Alright, give me something cool. Alright, so I'm gonna again offer the trade. Alright. Get rid of that thing. Alright, crack a clue. I don't hate seeing that. That means you're digging either for lands or something else. Well, that's a ramp card. Ooh, I could... I don't want to cast that. I mean, it doesn't really do anything except for shoot them for 3. No, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, let's play Kitchen Things. Next turn we can actually just cast Sort of Body and Mind and equip it in attack. That seems really good. Yep, go get your land. And it's a swamp. Ooh, that looks big. Oh no, no way! There goes my hand. Oh, that's rude. That is so rude. No way, man. Well, that's not exciting. That is so bloody rude. I feel like we just lost that game. I mean... yeah. No, we're not gonna attack into that. We just lost that game. Fact or fiction. Right, you choose. Yeah, this is over. This is over. This is so over. No, we can't draw an extra card. Alright. Alright. Oh, that was so bloody rude. Oh man, that Dractol's return. Oh man, that was a killer. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, cool. So, well, let's find another opponent for match 2 and I'll see you guys there. So I'm gonna pause it real brief till we find our next opponent. Alright, I made some changes to the deck, notably taking out the natural order for a throne. Something else for a pillar, but I'm not sure what I forgot. Because I went for a drink. And dang it. Anyway, we found our opponent for match 2. We will start the game and we will wish our opponents good luck and fun times. This is a real awkward hand. I feel like we have to mulligan this, right? We have no creatures, just a sword. This feels way better, actually. I'm gonna keep this hand. And I'm gonna keep this on top. Oh yeah, and I did change our mana base a wee bit, and I'm gonna close my door. I said I'm gonna close my door. There we go. Ah, sorry, Squeaky. Meant to 6 there. Alright. So, we have 2 removal spells. They didn't play anything turn 1, because this format isn't all that fast. But we do have a Knight of their reliquary right there, right here. So we can start thinning our deck, I suppose. And it's again waiting time. Alright, nothing. So all I'm saying is just don't have a counter spell. Oh, I like a fetch land with knights. So let's just play this, crack this, get just a forest, and play knight. And it just resolved. Alright. Esper. Alright. And nothing. Well. Alright, we were just drawing lands. I could just get in there for 3. I could also thin our deck a bit. I don't hate thinning our deck a bit. Well, we're not really looking for anything here, I guess. So let's just attack and play our land and pass the turn. Get some damage in early. We are basically just a mid-range deck, except that we miss out creatures. We do have Fairly few creatures for a mid-range deck, but still nothing. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to expect. Well, we can make our knight even bigger. I guess we can do that. I could grab the Sacred Foundry. I could take the Sacred Foundry. No. And let's just attack for 4. Or at least try to attack for 4. Well, seems we attack for 4. Okay, cool. Gifts and oh, this is Reanimator. So search a library for up to 4 cards with different names, reveal them. Target opponent chooses 2 of those cards, put the chosen cards into your graveyard and the rest in your hands. Well, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be really, really bad. But we do have an Oblivion Ring, so that's better. But they are probably gonna have 1 turn of value. So you're gonna get like burial rites, reanimation targets, karmic guide, and all that. Oh, this is not cool. Can I make this bigger? I can make this bigger. So put 2 cards into your graveyard. Let's see. If it dies, return it. Oh man, this is gonna be a beating. I could just put this in your graveyard. And this. You're 4 mana, so this goes in your graveyard. And this goes in your graveyard. And now comes the... Oh man. Oh man. Now comes the reanimation spell. And burial rites. There you go, buddy. Yep. We are in trouble. Well, that's not a bad card per se. It's really bad if they manage to land their Aegis Norn. Alright, so I kind of want to Oblivion Ring this guy. And Bitter Flame this guy. So they can't get it back with Burial Rites. And then just smash for 4 again. But this feels like a really awkward race here, I mean. Yeah, they can cast a Wormcoil Engine right here, and then we can't attack. And I really don't want to cast this Whisperwood Elemental because of Aegis Norn. So I guess we're just gonna pass the turn. And make our knight a bit bigger. So my assessment of the draft so far is I should not be distracted by cool cards and just look for synergistic things, which I haven't been doing really. Yeah, we're done here. Do we have anything against what they're doing? Probably gonna bring in Avalanche Rider to disrupt their mana base. I could bring in Collective Efforts to get rid of big things. Well, that's basically it, right? This seems really weak here. I don't think we want to Whisperwood Elemental. This seems kind of slow. So maybe Bonfire instead of Flame Slash. If we can hit it fairly late, then we can clear up the board anyway. We don't have any graveyard hates. I should have picked up that acidic slime earlier. Dang it. We will play first. And we're not gonna keep this hand. Wow! The old MTG curse strikes again. Alright, guess I don't like this hand either. This is a really bad hand, but we can do things. I'll keep that on top. Oh, we are in our upkeep. Alright, so we can go Nissa into Bloodbraid, which I guess is something. Alright, nab ourselves a forest. Pass the turn. And let's see if we can resolve a Bloodbraid Elf. I'll play that. And we will attack for 5. Look at that. Look at that, Jace. What are you gonna do? Just brainstorm? Yep, of course. Well, that does save us some. Alright, so I could go Oblivion Ring, get rid of the Jace, but I'd rather save it for something scarier, so I guess it's just attack Jace with Bloodbraid Elf, attack his face with Nissa and Knight, and then cast Thrun. And let's see, we can bonfire it for just 2. That's so. That's so little. But if they play something big and stupid that doesn't just wipe our board or something, we can just exile it and attack for this is 7 lethal. Alright, we got there. We can't draw. Why doesn't this function work? Why doesn't this freaking work? Man, why doesn't this function work? Alright. I think we can keep the deck as is. Yeah, let's just try it. Alright, Squeaky. Show us the goods. I mean, that was a blazing fast start we just had there. I hope we can just replicate our feat. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. I mean, we can go turn to Sylvan Advocate, and any lands we draw is going to be epic. I hate that bonfire so much now, right now. I mean, it's a really cool card, but bad luck, bad vibes, dude. Really, not cool. Rude. Yeah, they're gonna take the Sylvan Advocate, I guess, because that's the only thing we can cast. No, the Chandra. Alright. Well, that's not land either. We do need lands. Come on, lands, work with me. That's not land. Oh, my lord. It's just that time of the year again, I guess, where MTGO just decides to not give you lands. They're like, oh, you tasted a bit of power, now it's enough. Yeah, well. Really? We have 17 lands. We have, out of 6 games, we've been land screwed twice, and we opened one hand without any lands. So I don't know what is going on. Yeah, if they're gonna go gives and given, let's see what they get. But this is game over. That just won. All right. Yep. Go ahead. Show us the Imperial rights. Oh, that's a nifty addition. Protect a creature from your graveyard on top of your library. Oh, nice. There you go. Pay 5, Imperial rights, get Wormcoil. I mean, we could try and fight through this. If we hit a white, we could sort the Wormcoil, but then they can just flashback Imperial rights, get the Elish Noir, and yeah, we're just done here. Oh, look. It would have indeed been a white source and nothing else. Alright, so let's go find our third opponent and see if we can actually do something. You know what? Let's Oh, it wasn't in there in the first place. Alright, very good. I should have picked up more creatures. I've been too distracted by cool cards like the Planeswalkers. And I really like Planeswalkers, and they really work well. And I mean, this is almost creature. This is almost creature, so we effectively have 15 creatures. But it's maybe still a bit of a low amount. This is 3 creatures, so we also have this thing in the deck. We've never seen it so far. Oh. I've been not paying attention. Actually. could try and lower the mana graph a bit by adding this thing. Alright, let's try this. Let's find an opponent. Let's have some fun. I hope. Really. Joho Perez. Well, that's quite a name. We can keep these hands. It's slow, but we do have a removal spell and a Nissa to ramp us. So let's keep this hand. Alright, play something stupid so we can pillar it to bits. That's not something we can pillar. Alright. Ah, we'll play that. Oof. That's some serious ramp our opponent has. Well, we are gonna kill that thing on the spot. Can I? Oh, it's a sorcery. I'm an idiot. I'm the biggest idiot of them all. Yeah. In that case, do I value the Nissa more than? I think I do. We have a Song of the Dryads, so if they play anything big and stupid, we can just Song of the Dryads at next turn. So I'm gonna grab the land here. Why is this a sorcery? Alright, get your big stupid thing. We're gonna make a forest out of that. Oh, that's good. That's really good. We're gonna make a forest out of that. Definitely. Well, they have one card in hand. That's good news. The bad news is they have quite a board. Alright, let's just... Alright, so this is basically just a 2-mana dork, right? What? Cancel. What happens? Right. There we go. There we go. And we're gonna take a bunch to the face. And I killed the stupid Kiara's follower because it adds 2 mana. This thing adds 1 mana, but on the other hand, it does make their beast looking a bit bigger on the attack. Yeah, sure. Just immediate crack, right? Did I forget to play a land on my turn? Turn 4, no, I played a mountain. Alright. And you got yourself forest islands, okay. And you play a forest. And nothing. Alright, so... I could play Bloodbraid Elf and try and hit something to get rid of this thing. Or I could play the Whisperwood Elemental. I think it's Bloodbraid Elf. Actually, no. Let's attack first and see. I'm kind of tilted about what happens here. Alright, so It's more mana efficient to cast Whisperwood Elemental at this point. We still can block the beast. So we're going to 10 if we don't get something. So I think it's just Bloodbraid Elf, and I should have played the Goblin Gorge. And maybe we can hit something cool. We had a Pride Mage. And then I realized I should have cast this beforehand, so we could have gotten in for 5 as well. You play your islands. Yeah, we're not gonna block. Yeah, something really, really big. Genesis Wave for 7. Alright, that's not the worst. You have a Centering Titan, that's scary. That's really, really scary. That is a thing. I should have cast the Whisperwood maybe. Dang it. Or play the Copperline Gorge, I mean. So that means that it doesn't really matter. I'm just beating myself over a dead horse. That seems fine. Let's just cast Pia and Kieran Alar, so we have some chump blockers. Play the Copperline Gorge. Pass the turn. Oh, we're so dead. Again. Again. Look at all these powerful cards. I love me a Karn. Like, no, don't. Well, maybe we can kill it. Oof. That's big. That's really, really big. No, I don't want to block that either. Dang it. Dang it. Alright, let's just take the hit and see what happens. What we draw, probably nothing, but alright. Maybe we can't even cast that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. One shy. We can kill Karn by putting a +1/+1 counter on one of these stoppers, attack it for 3, but then we still have to deal with all of this. Yeah. This is over. Alright. This is a match where I actually like Bonfire, because if they have a lot of mana dogs, we can just kill them. We want to do proactive stuff. Do I have really proactive stuff? I guess not. I could bring in collective efforts to kill things, but it is, again, slow. And it does kill enchantments. It's probably a bit better than the Song of Dryads. Let's get rid of you. Alright, let's start like this. We'll play first. Let's not keep this hand. I guess we have to keep this hand. We can keep that on the tippy top. really want to kill that. But I think it's better to just cast this Advocate. And get some, I don't know, some beats in. We want to be as fast as possible, basically. Alright. Well, we can... Unfortunately, the only one thing. Like, I want to get rid of this enchantment because it ramps. I want to get rid of these dudes because they ramp, but we only have one white so far. So... I'm gonna cast this dude. I'm gonna attack for 3. And then kill that thing. Well, shit. That's really good. We are in trouble. At least we can cast this Bloodbraid Elf. That's just... we don't have double... We do have double red. Alright, I'm not gonna care. Because you can simply never hit the bonfire of the damned when you want it. Like, really, we're not gonna cast it. Just, really. That was so bad. That was just so bloody bad. Oh, bonfire of the... This is a bonfire of the memes. That is what it is. A bonfire of the memes. It's a meme fire. Well. Alright. I feel like we... I mean, I want to get rid of this Stemio. In order to do that, I will have to kill this Yevmaya Elder. So I'm gonna do that. This seems such a waste of our swords, but... Alright, what did you get? No. There's fizzles. Let's kill Tamio. It has bought them so many turns. And now we can cast it. Oh, there we go. But they have such an amount of mana. And apparently nothing to do with it. Did you play an island? Yeah, you play an island. Now you're gonna do stuff second main phase. Alright, all the ramp. Well. We can't even cast that. Well, let's be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Well, nah, I don't care. I was like, yeah, I could easily cast it if I used the knight, but I just want to apply pressure here. I'm gonna play Battlement next turn, play this Whisper Wood. I mean, I could have tapped a land for mana, tap knights, sack the plains, for example, get another land, and had 5 mana on the ready. That's your forest. That's gonna be really, really big and really, really annoying. 8 mana. What the? 11 mana. Oh, Genesis Wave, right. Yeah. Okay, this is game over. I mean, they just Sundering Titan, blow up 2 for lands. Yeah. Never mind. Never mind. that was such a bad draft. Oh man, I'm not even sorry. I mean, I have no no experience whatsoever with cube drafts, so this has just been a lesson, right? So do degenerate stuff. Don't go for the fair deck. Very good. All right, so thank you guys for watching. There will be a new video up maybe tomorrow. That's not a promise. There will be new videos up on Wednesday. That is a promise, by the way. So stay tuned. And if you noticed me doing anything stupid in the draft, just let me know. Right, I need to grow as a player. So I'm gonna catch you next time. Thank you guys for watching.